I have a very particular take on that because on one level, I understand how it could seem, there is a lot of openness in the work. And so, for instance, I was asked by someone about duet. Why don't you let them choose what they want to sing as a duet? And that's a legitimate question, you know, that's a totally legitimate question. The reason why, and there's a very, very specific reason, and this is actually the answer to your question and really pertains to Rehearsing Philadelphia, is I believe very much in doing this kind of work. And by this kind of work, I mean work in the public sphere, work in the cityscape, working with reality, I would also say. I feel a great responsibility, I feel a great responsibility mostly towards the performers that I'm working with, but also to the audience and also to the situation. I take it very seriously. And so for me, having a score, in other words, saying that I am the artist of this work, is not so much an act of ego or an act of control. And in fact, if you know me or have worked with me, I give up. There's a lot of control that I give up and a lot of trust, but it's based on a work. And it's important to say that's my work, because in doing that, I'm also protecting them. It's a frame. And going back to duet, it's very essential that they're singing a composition by me, because there is this abstract third party there. They're not saying, well, what's your favorite song? Oh, I like that song too. No, I don't like that. There's this kind of, I'm inserting myself, but by doing that, I'm also giving them a bit of cover to say, well, let's work on this thing. You don't have to like it. You don't have to not like it. You don't have to, and that's really key. So trust is very important. There is a lot of openness in the work. There are sort of insertion points where there is improvisation and where things happen that I couldn't plan. But at the basis of it, there's a score, there's a work. And to me, that's extremely important to have that.